Hey everybody, this is Carla Alexander here with Keeping It Real. Before I do anything, I'm gonna address the pink elephant in the room, okay? Your TV is not broken, there's nothing wrong with your vision. Yes, my ponytail leans to the right. Why? I don't know. It might be because I sleep on my left. But just in case all of my videos look like my ponytail is leaning, that's because it is. So with that being said, we're not gonna forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications, because guess what, girls? You guys are gonna be in for one hell of an adventure. Okay, that is, if you're into learning how to become more flexible for some of those favorite positions, I'm gonna start with the smaller ones first, only because I want to show you a little bit of tricks that I learned over well, it's not even a trick, it's just a tip. I didn't realize that women weren't actually doing this in the bed to make Missionary more fun. They kind of just lay there. So stay tuned, and we're gonna get into that number one trick that keeps them coming back. Fearless. Okay. All right. So any stretching that I ever do, it's always for 20 seconds. You know, sometimes depending on how intense I need the stretch to be, sometimes I'll do 3 sets of 20 seconds, or maybe anywhere between 2 to 3 sets of 20 seconds. But always stretch at least for 20 seconds, no matter what body part you're stretching, and only stretch to where you are comfortable at. I've been stretching for years, so some of the positions are going to be a little bit easier for me. So please, pardon me if I make it look super simple, because it's not. It takes me forever to get my body 100% flexible. So that's why I'm holding myself accountable by sharing these videos with you, because that means I have no choice but to stretch more often. Yeah, so I'm gonna benefit from it just like you guys are. And I promise you, you're gonna start to feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much more confident, and a little bit more, sexually curious about what else you could learn. But we gotta get those hips moving, okay? So let's start with that. Now remember, I said 20 seconds. All right, so basically, we already know what standard Missionary is. It's here, it's Missionary, yes, is boring to me. I feel like it's the least favorite of one of my positions, but if you play it right, you can actually get a lot of pleasure out of it. So one of the complaints that I hear a lot of men make about women in the bed is that they don't move their hips enough. It's like a log. So, okay, let's get your hips moving. Let's get the groove into those muscles so that you can have a more enjoyable, session with your partner. So basically what you want to do is you want to get comfortable with hip thrusts, okay? Hip thrusts. So you're gonna push your navel to the floor, and then you're just gonna squeeze your butt softly, and you're just gonna raise it up like this, and just nice squeeze back here. And then I want you to hold that. Let me start right here, and you just hold this for 20 seconds. Oh, enjoy the music. I feel it. All right, come down. Okay, so that was 20 seconds. All right, so why do we do that? Getting the hip thrust, because one, that's gonna help with building all of the lower body parts right here. These parts that we need, our hip area, our lower back, all of the things that make it really hard for us to be able to get in those, positions that typically were easier when we were younger, and now it's like it's a struggle. So we don't want it to be a struggle. We want it to be pleasurable. So you're gonna have to put the work in, and you're gonna want to do this daily. You're sitting at home, you're getting ready to get up. Before you get out the bed, just stretch. Do this 3 times. Just hold it and release. After 20 seconds, come back up, do it again, take it nice and slow, come back down, and then you come back up, and you just squeeze, and you just hold it. It's just about getting your body used to it, because you don't want to hurt yourself. Okay, so that's one stretch that you can definitely do. Now, arching of the back is important. So what you want to do is you want to put your feet to your as close to your butt as you can, and you just want to arch your back like this, and you want to hold that for 20 seconds. Breathe in and breathe out. Arch your back as much as you can comfortably, and then just hold it. Just breathe. Just allow the air to go into your lungs and come out. Okay, bring it in. Now, the reason why you want to get comfortable with learning how to arch your back is because you want to be able to get in all different types of positions, like I said, and your back muscles are going to need it for other things that you're going to want to do. Okay, so first one you do to start off is up and then just stretch. Remember, okay? And then your second one is going to be to arch your back. Okay? Yeah, it feels really good. Okay, so those are 2 stretches. Now, the third stretch, and only 3 stretches to start. This one's going to be a little bit more tricky, and that's the reason why I'm not going to bombard you with a lot of stretches. Is this one's a doozy, but it's so worth it. I promise you it's so worth it. It will knock your partner's socks right off. Okay? He thought you were a stick in the mud. You didn't have any rhythm in those hips. Girl, let's get started. All right. I'm trying to get comfortable. All right, so say you got your legs here, right? Boom. You know, he's there and you're over here and you're grinding. You know, you're doing your hip thing. You know, you got your hips moving, and all of a sudden you want to put your leg over his shoulder. You know, you're thinking like, how the hell am I going to do that and it not hurt? Learn wherever you can get your leg up at, and as far as you can let it fall. As far as you can let it fall comfortably. And then you just hold that. Okay, so you ready? So you're up and you're like this. And you just hold that for 20 seconds. See, this is where I can go. I want you to be able to go where you can go, you know, where it's comfortable for you. All right. Do it again. Yeah. Sorry, I had to move. Yeah. You're gonna feel, yes, I want you to understand that you're gonna feel right here. That's all that tension and that stress in our hip area and thigh area and in our butt. You know, the whole point of this one particular stretch is to get mobility in your hip area. And it seems to be it's a very easy stretch. If you just start a little bit, if you can only get here, hold it. You know, it has to not hurt, but it has to be a little uncomfortable. I don't want you to get into a stretch that's gonna hurt, because then that defeats the purpose. But like right here, it feels great. Right here, it feels great. You know, and for me, and as you move on, you'll get your leg further and further and further down, like that. And then once you open up like this, and then you open up like that on the other side, so you got your right leg opening up like that, because I can't do a split yet. I used to, but this is about as far down as I can go. Yeah, I can't go that far down on my left side as I can on my right. So that's definitely a work in progress. But being able to get those legs up, being able to get them out like this, you know, being able to meet his thrusts when he's like on top of you, you want to be able to bring him in. You know what I'm saying? You want to grab that ass and you want to be like, boom. You got to have this hip action. You don't want to catch a cramp in that ass. It's not cute. Trust me. There is no walking away from that. Okay? I hope that I have taught somebody something. I mean, the only way you're going to get into the positions is if you get into the position. But there's so many benefits to being able to get into the positions, because not only will you become more flexible sexually, okay, but you'll start to feel better. Your body is going to feel less stressed, and it's going to give you room to be able to do more things in your life. I mean, if you're really trying to get your sexy back, you don't have time for all this other stuff that's out here, this nonsense that people are going through. No, we have shit to do. You know what I'm saying? We have to be the faces for our generations before us that are gonna get lost in the source. You know what I'm saying? They gotta understand that it doesn't matter how old you get. You know, for some of us, we get it a little later in life. Some of us, we don't. But for the ones that get it, no matter what age they are and they know they want to do it, we gotta be the face and say you can. So don't be ashamed of your sexuality, girl. Own that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do your feet when you do your stretching, because if it's one thing that's not sexy, it's looking at your ashy ass feet. Okay? Take better care of your feet, because I did. I was like, that ain't sexy. So anyway, this is Carla Alexander, keeping it real. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and look for the second video. And if there's any positions that you're trying to get into that you might want a little help on, girl, you know what to do. Hit me up, leave me a comment, and we'll figure this out together. We'll get you in that position one way or another. Peace and hair grace. That was kind of old, but you know what? Fuck it. You get it.